Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is me doing week 2 of the Leetcode weekly challenge. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this one. So you have a 4 keys keyboard, medium palm. Let's take a look. Okay, imagine you have a special keyboard. You can press A, you could control A to select all of them, control C to copy selection to buffer, and then control V to print buffer, appending it. Print buffer on screen, appending it after what is already print. Given n, return the maximum number of A you can print on the screen with at most and press on the keys. Okay, so I mean this is clearly a dynamic programming problem. And n is you go to 50, so it's not too big, and maybe we could figure it out. Okay, so there are a couple of things we can do, right? So we can always just let's just say we have some f of n, we have n left to do, right? And maybe we'll go down, right? So if n is equal to 0, then, well, you return 0, right? Maybe? And then best is going to be you go to just n, because let's just say we press A all the time for whatever reason. Well, n is equal to 50 means that we can actually. No, that's not true. I was going to say you could put the state as the number of A's, but you can do this and it'll already be whatever. What would be a good way to do this? So yeah. So then what other ways can you do? Well, okay, maybe DP isn't necessarily the best way to think about it. There is some idea that after you're pressing A's, at a certain point, you can always control V to get more, right? Like once a control V gets you the best answer, you will never do A again, right? Select doesn't do anything if you don't copy it. So A and C is basically like a two-cost operation, right? I don't know, actually. Even though this is a medium, maybe I'm missing something obvious, but well, the question is, because then now a 3 cost. Well, yeah, the copy doesn't do anything unless you do a V. So actually, I lied. There should be a 3 cost operation. Well, now it's a 2 cost operation, but then you also have V's that you can do many times. And then the question is, would you? Yeah, because then you can always do like some. What I'm thinking is that you can do some doubling things, right? Like you could or A or C or V to double it, but then you could do it again to double that, right? So there is some versus doing control V multiple times. What would be the break even? It feels like it's something to base 3 or something, just because. And 7 seems like I think I don't know, to be honest. So let's play around with some small numbers, and then we can at least see if we figure out a pattern a little bit, or maybe at least blow it up. And as you go to 1, then you have 1A, right? And as you go to 2, 2A, and as you go to 3, A, right? And as you go to 4, is it A? Because you have AA. Well, you need at least 3 to quote unquote double. So this is going to be 4. And as you go to 5, do you still? So this is 4 if you double it, right? So that's still too expensive. So it's going to be 5, and it's equal to 6. So you have either 6 or you have 3 and then double. And I say double meaning AC and then V. So that's like at least a break-even point, at least an interesting point, right? And then 7 is going to be either 7 or you have AAA double times 2, which is what happened here, right? You have VV. So well, it's not double times 2. It's almost like times 3. Maybe that's well, maybe a time. So times 2, right? And then this is times 3. I don't know. I'm not feeling it yet. Okay, 8, right? 8. Well, you could definitely do this times 4. So in a recursive way, it's either this times 4 or 4 times 3, which is maybe interesting. I don't know. But because you have 3 operations, and this is just so 5 operations left. So then you have 3 more of O3. Okay. Okay. Then now 9. Oh, what did I click on? I don't know what I clicked on. I think I clicked on the next problem or something. 9 may be interesting, right? In that it is now you have a times 5. Okay, that's trivial. But that also means that you have 6 moves left, so you could this and then double twice, right? So what does double twice means? Double twice means that it went from AAA to AAA, and then double this again. So that is 12, which is smaller. So you still want this, I think. Or is there a 4 version? I don't know. Okay, if you do 4, then now you do 4, you have 5 moves left, it takes 2, so if times 3, or times 3 more, so this is 4, so it's actually 16 now, right? I think I'm feeling a pattern about like the square root or something, but I don't know. Let's keep going. 10, right? Because the idea here is that you have 9, you have 9, right? 2 of the moves is, let's just say we do ultra. Oh, but the other one, the repeat doubling is maybe better now, right? Maybe. So you have 1, 2, 3. That was 3 moves. You have 6 moves left. Double is 6 moves. Is that I guess I did it wrong for 8 because I did it for 8. Okay, so then now we already know that this is gonna be better. So we have times 5, right? Or the doubling is gonna be interesting, right? So this, now you have 7 moves left. So then you double, and then you double again, but then you double again. So this is already 18, which is actually more than 20, but getting feasible, right? I don't know that I have a pattern, honestly, or idea really. And this is annoying because I'm trying to go to bed. It's only when I need to go to bed I struggle on these problems. But I think the idea is still obvious that you should start with an A, right? So maybe we can play around with that. Like we could brute force the number of starting A's because there's 50, right? That's fine. And then now you have moves left for control A, control C, control V, right? Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't like the way that I structured this, but I think the DP makes more sense, right? Because now you're building off previous ones, right? Because then now we can say something like, can we? Okay, so we have, let's just say dp is equal to 0, right? Times n plus 1, say, right? Or dp sub I is equal to I for I in range of n, just say for now, right? Yeah, I guess, okay, fine. I don't know why I wrote it this way, right? And then now for I in range of 6 or something, or I don't know why I wrote 6, but starting at 6, going to n, what can we do? Well, we can say the prefix yeah, okay, I see, right? So then now we can say okay, we have one control A, control C combo, right? 2 moves. So that means that 2 moves how did I think about it? No, that's fine. Yeah. 2 moves, and then how many control, and then can loop over how many control V, right? Yeah. So then now we have for J in range of J is equal to the number of control V's. So J goes up to from I don't know, from 0 to I minus 2. Is it inclusive? Because you have 10 moves, you want to go to 8 left for the number. Yeah, okay, I think that's right. Maybe I'm off by 1. And I like writing it out just so that if I need to change it later, it makes more sense. 2 is the, of course, technically you would write 2 as a constant for AC combos. Or maybe you replace it with this. So then that looks a little bit less silly, but I don't know, right? Because then now that means that dp sub I is equal to max d, well, just dp sub I in general, but also dp of J, right? No, that's not right. It's I minus 2 minus J. No, this is, well, yeah, okay, fine. But you have to verify that. I mean, you could also write it to interpret different things. That's why it's right. Okay, so that's the number of things, and then it's this times J, right? Because you're copying that many times. Because every J it is, or every control V, and we have J control V's, it's just this pasted again, right? So if you have J is equal to 0, it's actually this plus that, so it's J plus 1. Okay, right? And then that's it, I think, right? Hopefully. Does I go out of bounds? Oh, yeah, that's true. Looks okay for these 2 basic ones, but that's kind of, I don't know. I mean, I guess I could just trivially put in 50 and see. Is there any mod or anything? Huh. I mean, it looks okay, so I guess we're good. So let's submit. Also, there's only 1 million examples. Huh, or bigger, so we can maybe. Okay. Really tricky one. Really, I mean, I guess I was right on the DP, but going top down, it didn't. Maybe I just didn't really think about it enough. Because you could have, or maybe I think I actually thought about it in a different way. Because no, I mean I guess I did, but I didn't really. I think I was just not. I didn't have a clear picture, even though I knew what I wanted to do, and so I got confused. I think the top down could have been easy as well, because you write something like, and this is what we had, right? I think I was just trying to do this too much for some reason. I think it's because of this, because I was trying to build off this, and technically it's true, but it didn't make sense. Or like as a base case, the base case should have gone up to 6 as we did, but I mean, kind of. I mean, you didn't have to. It could be implicit, right? Because if we just wrote this, then it technically implicitly puts that. But the problem with that, not a problem in the code itself, but the problem with thinking about it that way, for me anyway, is that it didn't give me the visualization I needed for the base case, right? So then now here we could have just written same thing, right? So that's the number of presses. If n minus 2 minus j is greater than 0, then best is equal to max best f of n minus 2 minus j times j plus 1, right? So same thing, really. So we really, you know, but I think I was just a little bit confused, maybe. I copied and pasted, but I mean, it is the same idea. So yeah, and somehow faster, actually. That's actually surprising. Yeah, I don't know, actually. What did I do last time? Well, I did it. Oh, I mean, this makes sense, but clearly too slow. But I guess I did it offline to do it, which I don't know. Maybe past Larry was just lazy. I mean, this makes sense. I'm surprised I resorted to it though. Oh, I did find a 6 as well. Oh, huh. I guess I brute forced this, which kind of makes sense, but obviously not as clean. I mean, there's probably a proof somewhere about like, if you do more than that, you might as well double or something, right? Which probably makes sense. But I think this is obviously also just cleaner, right? I'm surprised that one is slow though. But yeah, I mean, obviously this is cleaner in terms of interpretation, if you ask me. So there is something to learn even when you're an old idiot like me. So yeah, this is n squared, right? O of n. So that's it. That's all I have for this one. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Stay good, stay healthy to your mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye-bye.